motion. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man Rocker. We are back with some more Last Epoch. This is her. This is our character. We know about the idol system. This is some of my gear, just to give you an option on what we're working with here. Pretty good stats. Nothing crazy or anything like that, but we do crazy damage. We do crazy damage, and we're getting the build going that we really want to reach endgame. We're currently level 97, and this is not a seasonal character, so we're not trying to rush through it and beat the season or anything like that. We're just trying to build her up and make her nice and strong. Okay. Here's our skills and specializations. You see I have a few available up here. Rip blood, summon skeleton, marrow shards, curse, transplant, summon volatile zombie, and harvest. That's what we're working on. But at the same time, we have our golems, we have our skeletons, and we have our Dreadshade, Wandering Spirits, Skeletal Mage, and Summon Bone Golem, and Summon Wraith.
It eludes me.
It eludes her.
It eludes me.
Eludes me. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so we can get a good look at the map. Got our mini map over here. Basically, if we were on a quest, it would be an arrow showing us which way we gotta go, but we are beyond the storyline quests, and we are entering the Monolith of Fate. Okay, here we go. This is the Monolith of Fate. I'm going to show you guys how it works real quick. You can hit the M button right here and we can see how far we've gotten. You can see I've unlocked pretty much all of the monoliths, which is awesome. We're roughly level 100, so we're going to stick with the level 100 areas for the time being. And we're going to pop in right here. Oh. Okay. This right here is ending the storm. You can choose normal or empowered. I'm going to go empowered because we are level 100, close to level 100. We're close enough, so I'm going to choose that. Now this is very difficult, even for me at level 97. So if I happen to die a few times, don't blow me up in the chats. Okay. So just to give you an idea, these are all the different maps that we can explore. It tells you, gives you an idea on what the loot might be and what you're looking for. And right now, you know, all the drops and stuff, you know, can be random on any map. These orange ones are really ones to look out for because they have the more epic gear drops. The frigid hinterlands. It's probably going to be a tough area, but we're going to go ahead and give it a whirl. I'm going to show you how the necromancer works. There we go. Not much of a loading screen, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and start calling. Look at that golem. Follows me around, attacks everything in sight. We get a couple skeletal mages going out there. There we go. They auto attack, which is awesome. So pretty much with this tune, specific tune, you don't have to really do anything. Like you can send them after certain enemies and stuff, you can point them in that direction if you need to. But I tend to just run around them and they just smash everything in sight, which is phenomenal. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and keep expanding the Wandering Spirits. And let the Golem and the Mages do their work. And when one falls, I go ahead and replace them with another one. As long as the little blue ball down here, my mana, is full, or is at least 20%, I'll be able to call my mages. Okay, now I'm actually not right now, but let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and call the Wraiths up right after this fight so you can see what they're all about. There's the Wraith right there. It's on a timer. It does massive damage until the timer runs out, and it will disappear. It will fade out. Okay, so we got some purple gear here. I'm gonna take a stop and look at it. And it is plus 60 spell damage, increased cast speed, negative mana, 30% critical strike multiplier, 82% chance to shock on hit, 76% to freeze rate. Okay, so we're not freezing anything. We're not ice. We have plenty of critical strike, so we're just gonna pass this one up. We don't want to lose our spell mana cost. That's a -5. So we're just going to keep rocking and rolling. Another thing I want to point out here too is my build, the way I have it set up. I have shield. This blue circle, or this blue outline here, is basically my ward. And when I get hit, that ward goes down before my health will go down. It's like a shield. Just really nice. And when I kill, for every person I kill or whatever, I gain ward. So it's like you damage out and you get damaged, and you know, you get protected at the same time, which is pretty awesome. So the main thing you want to focus on with this build is basically not getting hit, just kind of dodging everything. Dodge, duck, dip, and dodge, weave, whatever it is. Everything that you possibly can, and you'll be doing fine. It does take a little getting used to avoiding the spells and the attacks, but once you get used to it, fairly easy, as long as you're built right, you got the right equipment, and you got minions. Minions are the key for this build. Another thing I want to point out is up here. You have your life of your minions, how many minions you have. When this goes down to 4, I'll know that I have to cast another one to stay with 5 skeletal mages. So you keep an eye on that every once in a while. Boom. Kicking butt and taking names. You see the arrow over here? It's basically telling you the way to your objective, so you don't have to wander around aimlessly if you just want to get the map done. I like to do a full map clear. It ensures that I get the most XP that I possibly can, as well as the most gold and drops. Because even the best gear can drop from just your basic spawns, your basic mobs. So you always want to pay attention to that. It's not always about the epic gear. There's some you know, not so epic gear that has better stats. You know, like for instance, a yellow item, although not considered very rare or epic, you know, can have pretty awesome stats. Okay, this guy hurts, so I'm gonna really keep my distance from him. All these right here are all upgrade shards. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up all those with one click, which is awesome. Moving right along. Toss a few wraiths out there, get the party started. The golem runs in and finishes them off. Beautiful thing. Okay, there's gonna be tons of loot. Technically, usually I don't even check half of the loot. As soon as I see the name, you know, I know what I'm looking for, and I know what I need, and I know what I don't need. And that's it. We're just completely dominating the map here. That's it, just a little quick peek. That's all I needed. Take these guys out. Utter destruction. Grab these shards. Ones of the Revenant are usually good. Plus 6% minion necrotic. See, we're not necrotic though, we're fire, so that's what we're not looking for. There are ways to change the stats on the items, which is actually really cool. But I don't want to do all that, because you can actually get a really good item with the stats that you need. Alright, here we go. We're going to go ahead and hit the chest. Watch what happens. Boom. Big boss flies out, starts attacking everybody. I'm just keeping my distance, dodging. And here's the time consumer. Checking everything to see what's awesome. See these little dots next to the names? That's how you know how many affixes they have. If you're not sure what affixes are, you can always Google it. Let's see. Nothing that we really need. I'm also looking for items for my alts as well, because 35% increased minion damage, plus 16% poison resistance. Let me check something real quick. Our poison resistance is at 37%. Where was that? There it is. So if we add that, it's an extra 16% resistance, 22 increased melee attack speed, melee. See, that's where it goes bye-bye, because we don't do any melee. We're completely spellbound, so we'll leave that alone. Everything else is nada. I mean, you could be a hoarder, you could pick up every single thing and you know, sell it or whatever, but so I have a choice now. I can either open the portal and leave the map, or I can continue killing until this line gets full. The bonus stability is 9 out of 10. So if I hit a few more mobs or whatever, I'll probably get that 10 out of 10, which will give me a bonus towards the actual reward for beating this world. So that's what we're gonna do. As we kill the mobs, you'll see that line fill up. We already went this way. Oh, this area here is uncovered map area that we're moving into, which means we haven't been there, which means there's gonna be bad guys, so be ready. I like to throw my wraiths around the backs of them, kind of flank them. It also protects them because they're not in the line of fire, but they can do damage, which is a beautiful thing. If you look up top there, you'll see that I lost one of my skeletal mages, so all I'm gonna do is just call him back by clicking this right here. Whoop. And just like that, I'm dead. I don't usually click, I was just showing you. Usually I hit the button and so I can still move. The killing blow was with overkill damage and everything too. Okay, so respawn. All right. So even after all that, we basically got the basic of the basic. You know what I mean? We didn't get the bonus or anything like that because once you die, you're dead. Because we had finished and it gave us the option to open the portal to come back here, we get the reward that I just picked up. But if we actually got the full bonus, there'd be a bonus chest that pops up here, which has usually really nice things. All right, so we failed it. We can't go back into it right now. That's okay. I mean, we can replay it, but there's no option for the bonus chest. Once you fail it, there's no option for that. So let's look around here. And it also shows the modifiers: 10% increased item rarity, 5% increased experience gained, arena keys, which I don't really play around with the arena too much. Everything else is good. Rare enemies have 100% shock chance, so that not only do they damage you with their actual damage, but there's also 100% chance that you'll be shocked and get shock damage as well. Yeah, it sounds like fun, right? All right, so we are a spellcaster, so we're not looking for rare spears or anything like that at the moment. We are actually looking for spellcasting items such as wands, robes, stuff of that nature. And when we don't come across those, we can always go for runes. Runes are always good. They're always good to have. They're for upgrading and all that fun stuff. And you can also select a world, beat a world to make a path to the next item that you want. Like this item right here, Tombs of Experience. You'll always want that because that's what levels you up. So even though I don't need the arena keys, I'm going to go ahead and beat this world so I can unlock the next world here, which will give us our extra XP. And remember, these are divine echoes, which means the damage is going to hurt a lot harder than regular echoes. So, and look, I'm running in without my team. Okay, they're going to get the party started. Oop, I took a hit. That's another thing I wanted to point out too. With this build, you also get your health back rather quickly as long as you stay out of fire. As long as you stay out of what I like to call standing in the Kool-Aid. You want to stay out of the Kool-Aid. Okay. Now I am going to take damage. I'm basically a glass cannon. In other words, I can put out some serious damage, but I can't really take too much. Hence the reason I have to run around in circles like almost all the time. Okay, after we get a few more of the runes, I want to show you guys how to use them, how to update the items and stuff like that. And for right now, I want to get through the echoes, which is basically what these maps are called. Everything is about time in this game. This is a time frame that we are in, hence the reason they call it echoes. You can see now I have 2 golems and I'm doing some serious damage. Say you want 3 golems, boom, there you go. There's 3 golems. Now we're doing buku damage. Alright, now this is where we need to be, but I'm going to skip this for now and come back to it because I want to get my bonus stability up there so I can get that bonus chest. So let's do that. I'm just going to run around and try not to get hit. Just totally annihilating everything. All right. See this glowing yellow? This is basically a epic item, unique item. I'm sorry. It gives you unique stats. You and your minions have 23% increased healing effectiveness, which is great, but we don't really need it. +1 to entangling roots. We don't use it. So we're going to go ahead and pass this up. It is worth 1,250 gold, but you know, our inventories are limited, our inventory space, so we're just gonna keep doing what we do best, smash stuff. Another cool feature, when you're looking at the little mini map up there, the unique items will be like a little star. That way, if you decide to go back to it, you'll see where it is. In the heat of battle, you know, when everybody's attacking and stuff and these things fall, you're not going to stop to look at it. You're going to keep moving, and then once the attack dies down, then you'll go back to it. That's the reason why they mark them on the map, so that you can easily recover them if you want them. Elemental resistance while channeling. We don't need that because we don't stand still and channel. All our spells are instant, so leave that alone. Our stability bar down there is building, so we're doing good. Slow but sure. Every single kill raises it a tiny bit. The goal is to max that out so we get our bonus. Okay, another thing I want to point out too, right after look at that, I almost took a beating there. Trust me, as soon as you take your eyes away from what's going on, and you know, stuff could happen, to put it politely. But what I wanted to show you is, see this word right here, attuned? That's how you know the purple item. The purple item is an attuned item of arcane boots, +2 to attunement, +2 to dexterity, which we don't really use. Well, I mean, we do use dexterity, but it's not one of our main stats. Plus 52% fire resistance. Let me see. Our fire resistance is at 40%, which is pretty decent. We definitely want to get these lower ones up there a little bit, but we'll focus on that later. Let's get through this without dying. Now you'll also notice that there's 2 arrows. One arrow points to your main objective. The other arrow points to like a mini boss. And sometimes they can be as tough as the main bosses. So you gotta be careful for that. Wandering Spirits builds my wards too. I haven't been using them too much. I really should be because I almost died. Do the fireballs, everything coming at me. Yep, you gotta dodge them. Cryomancer's Chronolab of Remedy, 100% increased cold damage. We don't do cold damage, but thank you anyways. Let's toss that up. For any enemy that the ghosts kill, I get ward and get protection. Pick up all the shards. See, my health is max, my ward is building. It builds and then it falls back to its normal numbers. Still doing good. You can see my life is going down on one of my golems over here. I'm keeping an eye on that. Once it gets to 10% or so, I'll go ahead and just pull out a new golem and hope that I'm not in combat when I do, because it's going to use quite a bit of my mana. dodging. It looks like this is a moving target, so we're going to go ahead and catch up with him. And here we go. It was a very difficult fight. Got to keep moving. Do not stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This is called Void. The Void attacks with Void damage, and I gotta tell you, it hurts if you get hit. One hit from the Void and you're pretty much dead. It's like a one-shot kill. Our bonus ability is getting up there. We're doing pretty good. Just destroying everything in our path. Completely wrecking everything. That is our goal. We are death incarnate. Oh, we got hit, but it's okay because my ward was good. I have my wandering spirits protecting me. When you hear that little clinking noise, it tells you that you got hit. If I can go a full map without hearing that noise, I'm happy. Okay, it looks like we're not quite... Oh yeah, bonus stability 48 of 48, so we are good. We're going to go ahead and do the last boss over here. Hopefully not die, and then collect our billions of dollars. Yeah, we decided we didn't want those boots. Here we go. Toss out some wandering spirits. Few wraiths. You can see little circles on the ground. You want to stay away from them. That's what they call the Kool-Aid. Don't stand in the Kool-Aid. You can stand in the Kool-Aid, you're gonna die. We don't do physical damage. Let's go up there. Increases stun chance of melee attacks. We don't do melee attacks. So that's all she wrote. We're gonna go ahead and open our portal. Here it is. My boys are blocking it. And we're gonna head back. You see there's a chest over here now, as well as this one. That's our main chest. That's the key that we were trying to get, even though we don't do arenas. So I'll pick that up. Here's our bonus chest. Look at all this good stuff. So good that I don't think we need any of it. I don't use ripped blood or blood splatter. I do have a mage that has that skill. Nope, necrotic damage. We don't use it. Oop, what's that? 29% increased fire damage. Chance to blind on hit. Increased stun chance. But if I equip that, it's going to take away from my spell power, which we cannot do. Spell power is the key for this class. Yeah, it's all garbage. I'm going to go ahead and open up my inventory, which you see I got tons of inventory tabs and tons of stuff that I'm probably never going to use. But the cool thing about this is I can exchange this stuff with any of my alts, which is awesome. But the reason why I open this tab right now is to put all my fixes away. My crafting materials. Tons and tons and tons of crafting materials. You can see up here, hundreds of runes. Close that for now. But we're gonna go ahead and transfer all of our crafting materials. Automatically goes into our inventory, which is awesome. Great feature. Okay. Then I thought I just picked up a key, but I'm not seeing it. I do want to just discard this ring into, as well as the mask, the gloves, all the gloves. Try to open our inventory just a little bit. Give us a little more space to get some more good stuff. Oops. So inventory is like playing Tetris. You have to like make it work. It doesn't auto stack. You can sort. Actually, that's not true. If I put something in there, I'll show you. It's actually pretty cool. You can click sort and it will auto stack you. So don't listen to me. I was wrong. Put that in there. We'll put that in there. What is that? That is Harbinger of Stars. Increased meteor fall speed, which is awesome for a fire mage or fire wizard, to call the meteors down. Pretty popular in any role-playing game. But for now, we're just gonna toss all these happy little items over here. The only reason why I still have them is because I show interest in them. This one, not so much. It's another cool thing. You can just drop it out of your inventory on the ground. And then we'll hit sort. And I'm just going to give you a quick breeze through all of my things. All my tabs. Okay, we have all kinds of good stuff. Don't need you. We'll put you over here. Sort. Close that. Close that. We now have an empty inventory and we're ready to continue. So let's see what we got. Alright, so we got the key. Our next stop is Tombs of Experience. Tomes of Experience, if you would. And basically all it is little scrolls that you pick up, and it gives you experience points, which levels your character up, which makes your character stronger. After that, in the timeline, we have increased item rarity. It's a green increased item rarity, which is not the best stuff, but it's really good stuff. It really is. I can definitely find a piece of gear here that blows away any of the gear that I'm wearing. So we're going to aim for that after we get our Tomes of Experience. Here we go. All right, so we are in a desert area, which is usually a high toxic area, which means poison, 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 poison. I'm going to show you once again, we only have a 37% damage or poison resistance, so we really got to be careful. We cannot stand in the Kool-Aid. All right, looks like we got all our boys. Everybody's good. We are going to rock and roll. I'm going to go ahead and start out with a few of the wraiths to start the party. Oop, don't run in the ice. And there we go, we're getting hit already. Gotta be careful. Nope, they're coming from the back. Our minions are completely tearing them up. Stay out of the circles. In we go. Okay, we're heading towards our objective. You can see flashing there on the mini map. Oop, and we got hit. One more hit and I would have been dead. Gotta be careful. Okay, pick up these runes. Throwing attack speed, we don't throw anything, so we're good. We'll let our boys do the work here. Okay, we'll pop our ward right here. Drop some wraiths. Don't get hit by the ice. And that's how you do that. Tearing them up. Go for the flying ice. Everybody knows fire beats ice. Pick up all that gold. Put up some ward. Just totally destroy them. There's lots of moving, dodging and weaving while we're casting our spells. And it's a shield. You probably don't need it. It's Rhea's Light, 75 increased fire damage. Ooh. Less fire damage taken on block, 75% fire resistance, +1 to judgment. Okay, so that's a great shield. I'm gonna pick it up. It's not for this class, but it's definitely something that I'm interested in. +29 minion health regen. Not really interested in that. Our minions are looking good. We still got all of our mages. Our golems are rocking and rolling, and I almost died. Gotta be careful. Oh, we're dead. That's all it takes. One bolt. One fire bolt, and goodbye. Alright, we're gonna respawn. That sucks because that one was for the Tome of Experience. Okay, see if we got anything good at least. 29 million minion health now. +10 spell damage. 13 minion spell damage. Let's see what we're working with here. Oops. What did I do? There we go. That's what I was looking for. We have dexterity, intelligence, necrotic distance, or resistance. Let's pick that up, and we'll compare these to 115 armor to 150 armor, plus 130 armor. As you can see up top, it is a unique item, and it has a lot of necrotic resistance. And it also gives us our ward per second for 3% uncapped necrotic resistance. So that's a lot of our ward right there. We don't want to lose that, but that is a really nice helmet. I'm going to hold on to it just for giggles and bits. All right, going back into it. We are going to do it again, even though we don't get the bonus reward, because we want to open the path to our set item, which is a green item. You never know what set item is going to drop. Like playing the lottery, you never know. Okay, here we go. Oh, no we don't. We got to call our boys. There's one. Call a couple mages. There's another golem.
It eludes me.
Trying to remember which. Is it this one? No, that's golem. There is a key that will command them to attack something. I can't remember which one it is though. Oh, look at that! We got a set item wand. That's what we're talking about. Not necessarily going to be good for us, but it's in the right ballpark. It's the right kind of weapon. Gonna wait till everybody's done attacking. Let's see what it is. Pebble's Femur. 117 increased minion melee damage. Could be good because of the golems. Plus 22 spell damage. Let's see what we're working with here. We have Reach of the Grave. Your minion spells and bows attacks deal 101% increased damage. Your minions leech 10% of damage dealt by their spells and bow attacks as health. That's what keeps them alive. 12% increased minion bow attack. We don't have bows, unfortunately. We can actually change that by crafting later on. Increased minion cast speed. So we're going to go ahead and just keep that. I'm going to pick up the wand just for giggles and bits. It's not horrible. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, we're good. Alright, moving right along. As you can see too, there's no objective arrow because we haven't gotten too far into the map. Once we reach a certain point, it'll finally tell us which way we gotta go. What I got out of that? Really takes a lot of concentration. Okay, we've got a glowy over here. Little side dungeon that we're gonna bang out once we get rid of this mob. No one hit me. Grab our gold. And in we go. Gotta be really careful in here because it's close quarters. I don't have like open area to run around and dodge. So we gotta be really careful. One hit and I could be dead. And then we lose everything again. Okay, good job, boys. We got a staff with 77. Nope, we don't do melee, so we don't need that. Right, so here we have the heck are they called? Shrines, that's the word. And if you click on them, they do random things. You mouse over it, you can see it drops affixed shards. The fixed shards are what are used to upgrade your gear and stuff, so we definitely want to do that. We'll go ahead and pick up all those affixes. Okay, we also have a chest here. You know, one of two things could happen. We can get some decent gear, we can get some gold, or we can get attacked. So I'm going to go ahead and open the chest. Had to run back a little bit, just in case. We're good. They do have booby trap chests, which are not fun. Let my golems tear those guys up. Big old spider. Those guys like to charge at you, so you gotta be really careful. I like to send my minions in first and stay towards the back so they take the blunt of the damage. Get out of the way from the charge. Increased melee attack. We don't do melee attack. Pop our ward. See how he just charged? If he would have hit me, I would have been dead. It's an instant kill. Because once again, I am a glass cannon. I do incredible amounts of damage, but I also take incredible amounts of damage. Okay, taken out. Pick up our shards. We'll get them, boys. I'm gonna stay behind this wall where it's nice and safe. Hey. Oh, ambush. Pop the wards. Grab the gold. There's a charger, gotta watch out for him. Done. Okay, this area looks like it's pretty much good. Got some chests here I'm gonna open up. Put extra things in it. Alright, grab all our gold. And we're gonna run to a spot on the map that we haven't visited yet. There's a charger, look out! Ooh. Well played. There's strategy that you definitely want to get down, and this will happen. Your pets will be at full health. You won't lose mages and stuff and have to continuously recast them. Ooh, there's some good stuff there. Gonna dip back here. Like we have a unique that just dropped. Tear him up, tear him up. Alright. Got a wand, critical strike multiplier, increased cast speed and chance to ignite. That's not horrible, we'll pick that up. Staff of Legions, 99 spell damage, increased mana regen, -5 mana cost, that's always good. 75% increased necrotic damage. We're not necrotic, so that ruined that. Scales of Eterra. Goes for attunement. Casting fire spell grants fire infusion with a 20-second cooldown. Also casts a lightning spell granting lightning infusion, which is cool, but not what we need or want. Ooh, man, he came after me, boy. Oh, came after me again. He missed me. That was a close one. Thank God you can't get killed by friendly fire. That's all I gotta say. Okay. The music gets intense, you know something big is going on. You want to stay away. There it is, it's a cyclone. You get in that cyclone, you get in these circles, magnetic fields and stuff, you're dead instantly. Oh, he came after me. He didn't get me though. Oh, get out of there. Oh, he tried. And we got him. Intense. Necrotic damage, we don't need it. Okay, everything's good over here. Every once in a while there'll be a chest off to the side that you can't see. Alright, here we go. Continuing. There's the chest right there. Gonna click it. Nothing jumped out. It's a beautiful thing. Click that one. That's my inventory. It's a bank. And we have a tomb exit. We're gonna go ahead and exit the tomb here. So that was all in the tomb. Now we're back in the monolith. Or not monolith, but the echo. To continue the echo. That was just a bonus. Okay, I noticed our golems, fire golems, are starting to lose a little bit of health there, so I'm keeping my eye on them. Grab that. here we go. We want to get rid of the side mobs first before we start the big fight, because then you'll have the big fight plus the side mobs to deal with. Yeah, we'll get rid of these guys too, because we're gonna have one big pop of enemies here in a second. And here we go. Pop my ward. Let my boys handle it. Oh, stay out of the circles. And we did it. Although our bonus stability is only 5 to 10, so we're going to go ahead and continue so we can raise that bar. Ooh. No, 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 don't do that. I'm gonna cast a ward. Just ripping right through them. Take off all these extras before we start. I'm just tearing through them, staying out of the Kool-Aid. Gonna tune Silver Ring of Evasion. Don't really need that. It's a lot easier to avoid when you know their mechanics, you know how they're going to attack. So you know to stay out of their little circles like that, circles of doom. Grab a shard. Nothing, no other goodies back in here. Okay. Might as well check this area that we haven't explored yet. Ripping and tearing right through them. Whoop. He almost came close there. You don't do too much damage over time, so I'm gonna leave that alone. There is something back here we missed. It's a key. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Keys are always good. They're for the good dungeons. Grab that gold. Okay, you see our bonus stability is at 10 of 10. So now we're going to go ahead and finish the map if we can survive long enough to get over there. Long run back, but here we go. Whee! Run right through him. Show him who's boss. Oops. Yeah, it's this way. Grab that gold. And here we go. Drop our ward, because they attack immediately. And we did it. The Echo has been conquered. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open portal, head back, see what kind of goodies we found. Get out of my way, guys. There we go. Alright, nothing. And the reason why is because we failed it earlier. But it's okay because it made way for our set item piece, our green item. Also, up here, it's a Cemetery of the Erased, which is pretty awesome too. Tons of experience in there, really nice gear can drop in there, but this is what we're after right here. This is what it's all about. And they just recently did an update where there's more gear, new gear that can be obtained, gear that I haven't even seen yet, which I'm looking very forward to. So we got that to look forward to. So this area right here is basically a arena, which means I can stand in one place and the mobs will just come at me until it's over. But you can't really do that because of their AoE attacks, their little circles they have to stay out of and all that fun stuff, the crossfire. And so we're going to be consistently moving just in a very short radius. But we have plenty of open space where we can actually dodge, which is always a good thing. So, got 5 mages, we got our 3 golems. I think we're ready to get this party started. Let's do her. Here they come. Okay, oh no, we don't want to be on that. Toss a ward up, just in case. There's poison on the ground there, you saw we were stepping in it. To the bubbling green stuff, that's poison. We have low poison resistance, so we definitely want to avoid that at all costs. And we're just going to let them take the front seat, and I'm going to sit back here and watch how they do and stay out of the Kool-Aid. If anything gets past them, I'll pop a ward so I don't die immediately. So far so good. Pairing them up. Oop, I almost bit the dust there. Pop a ward just in case. Avoid it. And we did it. How about that? And as you can see, we got the stability too. Phenomenal. Gonna run around and collect all our gold. We still have all our minions too. That was an awesome round. And pop our portal. Get our minions to get out of the way. Let's get our treasure. We got Viliteria's Downfall. It's a 2-handed staff, moon staff for 78 melee damage, which we don't need. Meteors converted to lightning. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Increased shock duration for intelligence. It is very cool, and I do like the lore that's down there in the green. Basically tells you the story of the item. It's all very cool, but definitely not something that we're really interested in. You can see also by the gold amount that it's worth quite a bit more than your average piece. But we got tons of gold. I don't even have anything to spend it on right now. And yeah, no, this isn't for our class, so we're just gonna leave it alone. And we're gonna check our bonus chest. And we got some shards and a whole lot of nada. Yeah, we're not too interested in that. Moving right along. This one gives you piles of gold, which again, I don't really need gold. Goes into another pile of gold, and this one is rare rings. Rare rings could be okay. Now I want you to notice this line up here too. You got the stability line. Once this stability hits 1244, we can actually do the main quest of the monolith. Like these are optional echoes right here. This would be our optional quest right here, which would unlock to the next stability level. You can also toggle your difficulty here, but we're not going to mess with that. We're already on empowered. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to select that and enter this echo. It is going to be slightly harder, so I definitely got to be on the ball here, and it is another arena. So as soon as I move, they're going to start coming at us pretty fast. You can see here I got a grace period. I'm invulnerable, cannot be targeted, ends after using an ability or after a brief period of time. But as soon as I move, you see the green line, it's going away, boom, I'm vulnerable now. So we're ready to rock and roll. As soon as they come swarming, I'm gonna pop my wandering spirits, which will give me my ward. Oh, we have a boss here. This is not gonna be easy. I told you. One shot hit. Yeah, this is Lagon, basically the ocean boss. Really sucks that I died, but yeah, just live and learn. I don't think I want to try that again quite yet. I want to see what our other options are. We'll go ahead and do the Cemetery of the Erased. I really hate it when they don't spawn my buddies. Get those guys out there.
It eludes me.
One more. Alright, let's rock and roll. Alright, so these guys are poisonous. Their hits poison you, which means insta-kill for me because of my low poison resistance. So we're gonna stay out of their little whirlwind there. Gonna hit our Wandering Spirits, which protects us and also damages them. The Rune of Ascendance, very important. I'll go more in depth on runes and stuff later in a different video. Just totally annihilating. Utter destruction. Grab them. Okay, what do we got over here? Looks like we have a boss over here, so we're gonna go ahead and head to it. It is a roaming boss, so you're probably gonna see the arrow move around the map a little bit. Roaming bosses can be a little tough because you might not be staring at the mini map, and next thing you know, you walk right up on it, and it can be no good. Tear him up, tear him up.
Impossible.
Get my ward. I was getting hit there for a minute. Protect your queen. Grab all that gold. Come down here. Let them destroy them. Oh, lots of poison on the ground over there. I don't want nothing to do with that. This is that boss we were after. Gotta be really careful. Get out of it. Alright, we killed her pretty good. I don't want to stop yet. See what we got here. Melee, melee, melee. Increased minion damage, critical strike multiplier ward per second, and poison resistance. Let's go. Grab that. Let's see what we can do with that. Let's see what we're gonna do away with here. Dead Shade is converted to cold. We don't use Dread Shade, so it's all good. 12 Frostbite chance for minions. We don't need that. Freeze rate, cold damage. Okay, I think this was just a space filler until we found something good. It is plus 18 ward retention. I'm going to take that off. But this one is plus 12 ward per second. Every second I get plus 12 ward. Plus I get increased mana regen. This one doesn't offer that. 103% increased minion damage. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. Boom, there we go. We are we are gonna be freaking awesome. I mean, we're already awesome. We're gonna be like the awesomest. Alright, let's do this. 103% increased minion damage. They're gonna cut through them like butter. Oop, getting kind of hairy there. Lots going on. Oh, leave me alone. And that's how you do that. Grab those. I'm really glad one click grabs all of them, which is awesome. Otherwise I'd be sitting here clicking. Dexterous death mask of regrowth. No, we don't need this dexterity. That's for like rogues and bow and arrows and stuff like that. Alright, here's our speed. That'll keep us out of harm's way a little faster. I just gotta be careful because I can't really speed run through these maps because it's freaking dangerous. Oh, how'd you survive? Okay. We have a unique item that fell. I'll look at it after all these bad guys are dead. Grab some shards. See what we got here. Nope, not yet. Okay, now we'll look. Communion of the Erased. Sounds cool. It's a Weaver's Will 15, which means it's given an extra power that auto happens, which is pretty awesome. Hope that's explained correctly. Stats on this item are doubled for 1 second after using a potion. I don't use potions, so it's pretty much useless. We don't need it. But no, it's only at 975 gold. It's not even worth picking up. But usually when you see stuff like that with the Weaver's Will, you know, it can be very beneficial. Not so much for me. How are we doing here? We got 1, 2, 3 golems with full health. Well, almost full health. We got all our mages. We're doing pretty good. Taking ass and taking names. Complete chaos. Have that gold. Yeah, we're doing good. Our bonus stability is building. Increased critical strike chance and lightning resistance. Oops. Our lightning resistance is currently at 75 or 87% with upgrades, so I'm not worried about that. Oh, no. Ward. Get out of there. You cornered me for a second there. That was a little hairy. That was a hairy situation. Now, one of the bad things about the minions is if you run too far away from them, they come running towards you, which means they stop fighting, which means they take damage, which means the enemies get closer to you. So, gotta be careful for that as well. Up a ward and get out of dodge. Completely tearing it up. Oh, we took a little damage there. Up our ward. Oh, no. That was a critical hit and I died. Damn. It was only 226 damage because they had me so low. Popped my ward a little too late. Tough stuff. Let's see. We are still level 97. 68% through level. We haven't really gotten anything that really benefited us except for this bad boy right here. It was all worth it for this alone because of the poison resistance, because check this out. Our poison resistance is now 90%. It went from 35% to 90%. So we're at 75% lightning and all of these right here. Now we just got to work on the physical, the cold, and the fire. Fire I'm not too worried about because it's easy to avoid. The cold and physical, the physical's the hardest one to avoid in my opinion. So I really need to start looking into fixing that. I don't think there's anything that I would really change in this catalyst. If anything, it would be upgradable. Let's check it out. So what we do is we hit the F button, which opens the forge, and then we right click. No, we don't. Right click equips and unequips. We left click, and then we carry it over, and then it'll show you that it has 36 forging potential, which means you have 36 points to try to forge this as best as you can for what stat you want to increase. Okay, or if you don't like the stats, then you can click this little plus sign here, and you'll see that we have runes. Each rune does something different. Some of the runes will roll the value of all affixes. These are affixes, by the way, and give you all new stats and talents, or if you would. There's Runes of Discovery, which adds a random tier 1 affix. So not only will you have these, but you have a chance of rolling another one, which will give you another affix added to the item. And there's just so many different options. Shuffles the tiers of non-sealed affixes on exalted items. Duplicates the item, but reduces the forging potential. Changes the item into a unique set item of the same item type. So for right now, the only thing I really want to do is upgrade. I'm going to upgrade my ward per second by clicking the arrow here. And then click upgrade affix. Okay. Now you can see, where is it? Plus 16 ward per second. So it went from plus 12 to plus 16. It's pretty decent. Okay, let's try it again. You also see that my forging potential went down. Now you have a chance of rolling a perfect, which doesn't cost any forging potential, but you still get to upgrade. It all depends. It's all RNG. We're gonna upgrade it again, see what happens. It was poor, so now I only have 11 forging potential. Poison resistance we're good with because we're at 95%. Critical strike multiplayer, guess what? Nope, we can't update the minion damage. Not yet anyways. After we level once or twice, we'll be able to do that as long as there's forging potential left. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the 11 forging potential. We're gonna take our item, pop it back on, and now we have more ward per second. And that's how we do that. Pretty awesome. Now that we explained all that, you guys seen how the gameplay was, and you know, checked out my stats and all that fun stuff, and all my good gear, and basically the gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. You know, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want to comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if you think I'm doing something wrong or I need to improve on something. You know, I take criticism pretty well, so feel free. Also, we're, just so you know, being recorded on Twitch live, and we will be uploaded later on to YouTube, so you can check us out on Rocker Marz as the YouTube handle, as well as the Twitch handle. That's it for now. It is almost 5 o'clock in the morning, so I hope you guys have a great day, and rock on.